A school bus full of children, surrounded by flames, and the driver has only one choice: drive straight through the fire, or everyone dies. Kevin is a school bus driver living in the quiet town of Paradise. Lately, his life has been falling apart. His father recently passed away, leaving him with medical bills he can barely afford. On top of that, his dog is dying from cancer, and his relationship with his teenage son Sean is getting worse every day. One morning, Sean refuses to go to school, claiming he's sick. Kevin, already stressed, loses his patience and yells at him.
Wait till you got a job that's a dead-end, motherfucker!
The argument quickly escalates until Sean angrily says he hates him and wishes he were dead. The words hit Kevin hard, and he quietly walks away, trying not to break down in front of his son. Later that day, Kevin takes his dog to the vet. He gently holds him as the doctor gives the final injection. Kevin watches as his best friend slowly closes his eyes for the last time. It's another loss in Kevin's already painful life, but he has no idea that the next day will test him in ways he never imagined. The following morning, powerful winds knock down a transmission line in the mountains. Sparks fall into dry grass, and within minutes, a wildfire begins. The wind pushes the flames across the hills, spreading faster than firefighters can respond. Emergency teams rush to contain it, but narrow mountain roads slow them down, giving the fire more time to grow. Meanwhile, Kevin starts his normal school route, unaware of the danger approaching. After dropping off students, Kevin receives a call from his mother telling him that Sean is actually sick with a fever and vomiting.
Yeah, Mom. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Sean's throwing up.
Feeling guilty about their argument, Kevin promises to bring medicine home after work. As he drives, he notices smoke rising in the distance. Something doesn't feel right. At the same time, firefighters realize the fire has grown rapidly and is heading toward Paradise. Soon, another fire starts nearby, and authorities understand that the situation is far worse than expected. Evacuation orders begin.
Let's go! Hey, go get in that truck!
But communication systems start failing. People panic as smoke fills the air, and traffic builds quickly as residents try to escape. At a local school, many children are still waiting for their parents. With the fire approaching, teachers grow increasingly worried. The school calls the bus depot for help, but most drivers are already evacuating. Kevin becomes the only available driver.
Is there anybody empty and in the area of East Paradise?
Without hesitation, he volunteers and drives toward the school. By the time Kevin arrives, ash is falling from the sky like snow. The children quickly board the bus along with their teacher, Mary. As they leave the school, traffic builds up almost immediately. Cars stretch endlessly ahead, and the smoke grows thicker. Kevin realizes that staying in traffic could trap them. He decides to take a different road, even though Mary insists they follow the official evacuation route. As they drive, the situation gets worse. Power lines fall across the road, sending sparks everywhere. Drivers panic and cars begin crashing. A nearby house suddenly bursts into flames, terrifying the children. Kevin keeps pushing forward, trying to stay calm while the kids scream in fear. Then, looters appear on the road, trying to break into vehicles stuck in traffic. One man even approaches the bus with a weapon, attempting to force his way in. Kevin quickly locks the doors and kicks the man away before speeding off through a small gap. Inside the bus, conditions become unbearable. The children are hot, scared, and running out of air as smoke begins entering the bus. Mary tries to calm them, but panic spreads. A young girl nearly faints from heat exhaustion. Mary asks Kevin to stop so she can search for water. Kevin hesitates, knowing the danger outside, but agrees. Mary runs through the smoke, searching nearby vehicles and buildings. Suddenly, a massive explosion happens nearby, and Kevin fears the worst. Moments later, Mary emerges through the smoke carrying bottles of water. She barely makes it back before another explosion rocks the area. Kevin quickly drives away, dodging flames appearing along the road. Eventually, they reach a narrow mountain road, hoping to escape. But when Kevin looks ahead, he realizes something terrifying. The fire has surrounded them. There's nowhere left to go. Kevin and Mary prepare the children for the worst. They seal the windows, use wet cloths to help them breathe, and try to keep everyone calm as flames draw closer. The fire finally reaches the bus. Kevin jumps outside, trying to put out flames creeping toward them, but the fire keeps spreading. Trees begin falling, and smoke thickens. Kevin realizes they won't survive if they stay. He makes a desperate decision. They're going to drive straight through the fire. Kevin gets back into the driver's seat and turns the key. The bus doesn't start. The flames get closer. The children scream in fear. Kevin tries again. Still nothing. Just as hope fades, the engine finally roars to life. Kevin presses the gas and drives straight into the flames. Fire surrounds the bus. Branches slam against the windows. The children cry and scream as heat fills the vehicle. Kevin grips the wheel tightly, refusing to stop. He pushes forward through the fire, dodging burning debris and fallen trees. After several terrifying minutes, the smoke begins to clear. Sunlight appears ahead. They made it. The bus emerges from the flames into a safe area. Everyone inside bursts into tears of relief. Kevin continues driving until they finally reach the evacuation center. Parents rush toward the bus, crying as they reunite with their children. Mary finds her son safe, and Kevin searches for his family. Later, Kevin finds his mother alive. Days later, Kevin returns to paradise, only to find his home completely destroyed. Everything he owned is gone. But then, Sean arrives and hugs him. The two finally reconcile, realizing how close they came to losing each other. In the end, Kevin learns that even after losing everything, he still has what matters most: his family. If you enjoyed this movie recap, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more movie recaps like this.